Matthew's horny ass probably doesn't care that she smells like armpits, bro.
Yeah. All they think about is fucking, and they get on us for that shit? No. They think about it a lot too. Hell, she's the one who always jerks him off in the back.
Yeah.
All because, there's no other way to calm it down. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. Probably just a fucking excuse so that they could get it on in some way. Hell,
Yeah.
I pleased her and took my time well with it, and she knows it, but she just wanted to go with him just for the fucking hell of it.
Oh, well. Like how
Wait, say
part of why Vanessa wanted to not let me go is because of my performances.
Yeah. And now, look at her now.
Because Joseph, he's all about like power.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't want her to feel it. He just wants to feel it himself.
He just wants to get it over with.
Yeah,
because
I know. I don't necessarily go hard. I just know how to go in.
Yeah, I mentioned he doesn't like taking his time with it. He just wants to
Like
get through it.
I don't just go in and out. I move my hips a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's like a hook. That's how I do it.
No, I get what you're saying.
So
I mean, on that front, it's like with him, yeah, he doesn't like to take his time with it. He just wants to get it over with and just get to the point of release so that he could move on with his day, I guess.
I wanted to laugh when he said that Laura's gonna be with him, like that she's gonna dump Kaden and stuff. I doubt it.
Dude, she blocked me on one of the other accounts she has because she didn't want me to see that she still actually does have it for him.
She still has her account with Kaden.
Yeah, the one you showed me.
Yeah.
Again, she blocked me on there, and I'm thinking, are you
suspicious as hell?
Yeah, and it's like, are you fucking kidding me? It's like, even Juan agrees. Like, there's no way she would ever leave a guy like Kaden, because, well, he might be a dumbass, and he might be honestly a fucking degenerate simp, but he still has way more going for him than Joseph does, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, he works, he has more consistent money, and honestly, he's
Joseph's just all about.
Open that damn window. Damn, man. No, but for real though, that's basically what Joseph's all about. That's all he honestly really provides. His whole, I feel like at times he kind of looks at himself like he's a superhero, because he keeps going on about how he wants to train because if anyone tries to break into their house, then he'll be able to defend them.
Or when you told me that he's above you and shit.
Yeah.
I remembered when he said, he's too soft to be a villain like you.
Yeah.
He said you're too soft to be like a villain.
Yeah, I remember he told me, I'm like, why the fuck would I want to be a villain? He's the one who desperately wants to be a villain.
Yeah.
Shit, are you kidding me? He's the one who desperately wants to be that. So, I don't know why the fuck he think I'd ever want to do that shit.
Yeah.
And on top of that, what I was saying is that, he keeps going on about how he trains hard so that he can protect Anthony and his mom. Anthony is his mom's boyfriend.
Yeah.
He goes on saying Anthony may be big, but he doesn't know how to fight or whatever.
Yeah.
Thinking that that he's the superhero who's gonna swoop in and save the fucking day or whatever. Get the fuck out of here, man. He thinks he's all that just because of boxing. He said
boxing is better than therapy.
And yet, he has more issues on him than a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Seriously, he's dripping with all sorts of...
That therapy is bullshit. That's why you're still, on for Claudia and shit. That's why...
You get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. Because, unlike him, at least when because... He thinks just solving, everything is always solved by just being more physical.
Yeah.
I mean, physical is one thing, but mental is not always in sync with it.
Sometimes mentally is stronger
than it can be physically. Sometimes the shit that goes on mentally is more stronger than what could go on.
Because there could be a bodybuilder who's insecure.
Exactly, who has body.
Yeah,
body
he's mentally weak, and there could be someone who's not a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
And he has like a strong mental, like he's strong mentally. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, I get what you're saying.
There's people that don't work out and shit, and they're strong mentally.
Yeah. It's
Joseph,
just,
I don't know what Joseph. I don't know. I don't even know if Joseph is strong mentally.
He's not. He really is not. He's even told me about how there are times where he cries himself to sleep. Which honestly, I would have pitied him for it back then, but now I don't care. You know, he could do all that shit for all I give a crap.
Yeah.
Hey, I've heard him cry. And when he cries hard.
How does he cry?
It's a little bit close to how like you would have done before.
I never cried. Like, I never like.
Well, not that you didn't
Cry,
cry,
like,
but just like
hard. I never cried hard. I just like.
I'm just saying, like it's kind of like actually, it's a little bit above yours, just a little bit above yours, but just beneath.
If you could describe it, how would it be?
Honestly, like on a scale of 1 to 10, I would put it maybe like at a 7, like a 6 or a 7, most likely. Yeah, that's how I'd put it. It's a 6 or 7. Oh, there? We're gonna go there one of these days.
What is that?
Thai Ocean.
Oh.
I've gone to that restaurant for many years. They have like several locations, but this is the one we've gone to a lot.
I know I like that shit right now. This happens to me a lot. Like, remember this one time in high school? There's this one girl that was like very shy.
Right.
Shy as hell.
Right.
And so I watched her like looking, because she sat next to me, so I was she looking at me, because me and her, we were put together to like make a project, because you had to make groups of 2.
Right.
So they put me with her, and I remember one time I just decided to look back at her. It's just like turned away. She was all red and shit because she knew that I saw her.
Right. It's just.
Wait, does it work?
No, still doesn't work.
Oh.
I still need to get that shit fixed. It's because right now I have it fixed right now because I don't really have a whole lot on me right now, so I have to really save. So that's why Juan really put that budget on me. You know. So that's why I'm trying to really stay within the budget.
But sometimes I feel like that you wasted money on Laura, bro.
I did.
Yeah.
No, I did. Like, I did waste my fucking money on her.
Because sometimes you would buy her like food or crumble cookie, or you would help her out when she would call you. And I remember you said that she only called you when she needed money, and that was it. But she never responded to you.
Yeah. Only now did she decide, that she was going to try to reach out to me. Now that I decided to fucking leave them, did she try to reach out and say something?
You should have just like picked her and cussed her out and told her to fuck off.
I could have done it, but that would have been a waste of my damn breath.
You would have told Joseph, and Joseph would have kicked your ass.
Well, he would have tried to fucking do it anyways. Because remember, I'd have fucking beat him the way Proximus beat Noah. Yeah, I saw that movie, Kingdom of the Planet Apes. I fully saw it. Okay, compared to the other Planet Apes, like Rise, Dawn, and War, a little bit of a step down, just a little bit, but it's still pretty good. Like, I will give it that. It's still amazing. Oh, man.
Well, Proximus is a good villain, bro.
Yeah, he is.
Like, I know he's a villain, but I actually like his character.
Yeah.
There's some people that say, like, they hope he didn't die when, he goes, like,
even
so he can be, like, in the next one, like, some shit like that.
Even the actor who played Proximus, Kevin Durant, he actually hinted that Proximus could still be alive, saying, have you seen the density of that dude? Like, he could have definitely taken, like, if he was able to survive being stretched up and bitten by those eagles, he could definitely survive a fall from that height into water. So, and even apparently at the end, I think at the credits, at the ending credits, apparently you hear two things. You hear Raka's orangutan noise, and then you hear Proximus just laughing.
Uh-huh.
So they're hinting that those two could still be alive.
Yeah. What else? I was gonna say something about that. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say.
No, you're good. No, but seriously, I thought Proximus was amazing. I thought he was a good villain. You know?
Oh yeah, a lot of people say that that Proximus is actually right about a lot of things. About like humans being a threat again and like getting to.
Except it depends on the humans that he's talking about, because the ones that they were seen capturing, yeah, no, those were not a threat.
Yeah.
But ones like May,
yeah,
those are the actual threat. You know, and honestly, those humans that they captured,
yeah,
they were less than our ancestors that existed during the Ice Age, because at least them, they had weapons, they had culture.
Yeah.
Those humans, none of that. No culture, no weapons. All they had was,
They're not as strong as apes.
Exactly. They were further from that, you know. And because again, like early humans that existed during the Ice Age, they were a lot physically stronger than those humans would have been.
Yeah.
Again, and they had culture and weapons.
Yeah.
These ones, they don't. Every time they see a threat, they just run away. You know, they're completely defensive. Not to mention, they're all wearing those weird garments on, you know, those weird clothes. Which, if the movie was R-rated and if it was being more realistic, given how unintelligent a lot of them are, they should all be completely butt-ass naked.
Yeah.
They just did it because they wanted to keep it PG-13, but realistically, those humans should be completely butt naked. Hell, even in the novels for those movies, it said that they didn't have any clothes.
Yeah.
Like, at all. They were just completely butt naked.
What do you think the next movie is going to be called?
Not sure.
I have a feeling it's going to be like Fall or like End of the Planet or something
or
like
it
that.
could be, it could
or
also...
Falling, or the Falling of Planet or some shit, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that would be like more for the end of it. Like
because humans are going to get like their
their way again, especially after now that May was able to connect with other humans. Like now they're going to be able to like rise up again.
Yeah.
And who knows how the technology is from that time, you know, compared to how it was when, you know, in the time of Rise. And I remember there were many people who were going on and like they showed pictures of like stuff from Kingdom, and they said all this happened because James Franco's character wanted to cure Alzheimer's. I mean, to an extent, that was kind of true. Like all that because one guy wanted to save his dad from Alzheimer's.
You know what I wanted to see more in the movie?
What?
Like what happened to Maurice and Rocket and
all
like,
them,
Nova? Like what happened? Like that's what some people say. Like what happened to them? Like why just like why jump 300 years?
Yeah, I mean that's a long time.
Yeah.
That's a long time jump right there. 300 years. I mean, if they play their cards right, they could do a lot. You know.
Yeah.
And honestly, I will say this: that the current Planet of the Apes movies are way more successful than anything Star Wars has released within the last few years. You know, because I see so many people who hate stream. Oh, I've been to this church once. There's a history behind it. I'll get to it later. There's the whole thing with Star Wars these days is how Disney
ruined it.
Hard because like
and wokeness too.
Yeah, because especially the show called The Acolyte that's coming out recently.
Yeah.
That show, the director of it, Leslie Headland, who she was a you're familiar with Harvey Weinstein?
Yeah.
She was his assistant, and she kept going on about how she wanted, like she said that the show was not going to be fair to the Jedi, that it was going to make them look like the bad guys and make these the witches of this one religion, I forgot what it was called, make them look good, when in reality, when you look at the context of it all, it's like, no, they're pretty bad themselves, the witches, you know? And how she wanted to make the Jedi look dumb, not to mention there's apparently a trans character and a non-binary in that.
That's wokeness.
Yeah, and dude, so many people have dumped hard on this show. Like, way more than the other Disney Plus shows that have come out recently. Because at least them, they didn't have as much in regards to the wokeness. Whereas this one, they really, and I cannot emphasize just how much they really shove the wokeness in your face. At least with the other.
Well, I swear, like, everything wokeness touches dies. It, like,
Yeah,
falls
at
apart.
least with the. Yeah, at least with some of the other Disney Plus shows that they've released, you know, like, well, I'm not going to count The Mandalorian because obviously that one's pretty damn good in and of itself. I'm talking about the other shows like The Book of Boba Fett, Season 3 of The Mandalorian, Kenobi,
Yeah.
Ahsoka. All those shows, the one thing they all have in common is that, like, they at least, you know, they at least, like, some of them try new things, you know. They may fail, but they try, and they don't shove wokeness in your face. You know, there isn't really a whole lot of wokeness in those, or if there is, it sometimes tends to be a bit subtle.
Yeah, because there's movies in Disney that flop so like
yeah,
like most of the movies that Disney has like made, they've
Yeah.
all flopped because of wokeness.
yeah. And why I compared the new Planet of the Apes stuff to Star Wars is because, well, I mean, with Star Wars, anytime they put out anything,
Yeah.
everybody is gonna automatically just like be cautiously optimistic about it and hope for the best, that it's good or bad, you know, or that it's good. And then if it turns out to be bad, then their hopes are not dashed. You know. Again, at least some of those other shows I mentioned, at least they had some redeeming qualities, except for Kenobi, that made them have a solid fan base. Even the show Andor, a show that wasn't really promoted as much as the others, but from what I've never watched it either, but from what I've seen, from what I've heard about it, everybody loves that show. There are very, very few people who dislike it. It's honestly even more popular, like, to those fans than The Mandalorian is, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, it doesn't try to shove a lot of the wokeness in your face, you know? It's a decent, you know, it's a pretty solid story. Whereas, again, The Acolyte, no. It was dead on arrival because of all the stuff that Leslie Headland had intended for the show, you know? Because, you know, she was trying to basically ruin what George Lucas intended for those series, or no, for that series, you know, and those other shows, like, at least to some aspects, they at least tried. Hell, even Lucas himself has, like, gone on to, like, talk about how crap he finds Disney Star Wars, like, talking about how he regrets selling it to them, and, like, how even at one point called the people who own Disney, like, you know, the ones who made the sequels and all that, he even at one point called them white supremacist sympathizers. Yeah, and all that shit, you know.
You know, like, a lot of people talk how there's a chimp that looks like Rocket.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
They made Noah look like freaking Caesar's son.
I know, even though he's not.
I know, but they made him look like nobody talks about that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the other chimp.
Yeah. The last thing on Star Wars thing, yes, because I bring that up because Planet of the Apes. Yeah. They've set themselves up for success.
Yeah.
And yeah, at least the recent thing that they've released was honestly just a step down. It wasn't a detraction from what came before it.
Yeah, it wasn't a disaster. Like, what the fuck is this? It was
it honored what came before it.
Yeah.
You know? It honored and respected what came before it and tried to carry it on the best it could. Whereas Star Wars, like, you know, especially with some of the recent stuff, no, it just gets further and further away from what George Lucas wanted.
Yeah.
And yeah, that ape who looks like Rocket, yeah, I saw it. Man, that they just reused his model.
Yeah.
Just to save on production.
Yeah.
That was kind of a bummer, honestly. Just as, like, I wanted to see more about that particular ape, but
yeah, and, like, Maurice too, like,
yeah,
and Nova.
Yeah, and Nova especially.
Wap and Bad Ape too.
Oh yeah, we're watching. Yeah. The way he goes, bad.
Yeah,
that guy was pretty funny. No lie.
Like, either they should have, like, showed what happened, like, with them, or there should have been a movie in between, like,
or
one and the war.
Or at least show more of Caesar's son Cornelius.
Yeah.
You know, seriously, that was something else. Oh yeah, and in War for the Planet of the Apes, they originally were intending to bring Koba back. Like, they were really set to fully have him come out.
Like, survive or what? Like,
yeah.
default?
Yeah, because at the end of Dawn, at the end of the credits, you hear him coming out of the rubble. And he's, like, injured hard, so it sounds like, they did make him sound like he was going to survive.
Well, then why didn't they bring him back? Like,
because they changed plans, because they, you know, in order for the story to work, they thought it would better for him to be, like, someone who haunts Caesar, rather than him still being physically there. You know,
Oh.
like have it be that his ghost, his spirit, haunts him in the afterlife.
Yeah, because if Koba was alive in the war,
Yeah.
all he would have want to do is kill Caesar.
Yeah, and they would have had him be where the story would have even had it where he teamed up with the humans,
Yeah.
like with the colonel,
Yeah.
to
Like the donkeys.
yeah, with the other donkeys,
Yeah.
to
Kill
get back at
Caesar.
Caesar. Yes. So that they were gonna go with them, but they kind of they realized like that would have been a little bit more out of character for Koba, so they
Yeah,
changed
because he
it.
hates humans.
Yeah, and for him to then ally with them just because of how much he hates
Yeah.
Caesar, that would not have worked.
Yeah.
Even though honestly it would have been nice to see Koba, although I kind of have my own headcanon on what could have happened with Koba. That he does survive, but instead of seeking revenge, he's just wandering and just trying to find something new for himself. So he ends up finding a clan of Philobonobos,
Yeah.
and he ends up starting his own thing, his own clan. And that's where Proximus comes in.
Yeah.
Because I seriously feel like, given that Proximus is a bonobo, I feel like he could be descended or related to Koba in some way. Even though he can see.
Even though it's 300 years in the future.
Yeah. And again, he has to be a hybrid. He has to be either an evolved bonobo or a chimpanzee bonobo hybrid.
Proximus, he's taller than Noah.
Yeah.
Bonobos are actually shorter than chimps.
Yeah, and I looked it up. He's actually 6'4".
Yeah.
He's 2 inches shorter than the
Yeah.
actor who played him, who's 6'6".
Yeah, it's probably a hybrid,
Yeah.
some shit.
A hybrid. I was even reading this one Reddit where they were talking about how one thing that they want the new Planet of the Apes movie to do is like get into all these clans, like get into like the stuff about the clans, how they work, how they formed, and all that, and also to introduce a villain, but have it be either a gorilla or an orangutan.
Yeah.
Is that how the last few villains
I
have been?
think an orangutan would be out of place.
I mean,
Even though they put a bonobo as a villain.
yeah. And the only other villains outside of those bonobos would be humans.
Yeah.
Stephen Jacobs and the Colonel.
Uh-huh.
So, respectively. So, it's like, yeah, they want to see something like that. Either a gorilla be a villain or an orangutan be a villain.
Yeah.
Which I think either of those could work well. Like, if you play it right, you could work those really well.
You know what I noticed? Why was there only one gorilla and one orangutan?
No, actually, there was a few gorillas. I saw there was a few. There was like maybe 4 or 5, but there was like
Yeah, but they barely showed them like a glimpse. That was it.
Yeah, it was mostly that one gorilla. The actor who played him, he was actually a Power Ranger.
Uh-huh.
He was also in this one TV show on Starz called Spartacus, which was based on the real life Thracian gladiator named Spartacus who existed during the Roman Republic. Yeah, so I recognized him, and I respect his stuff. So seeing him in there playing that gorilla, I thought was pretty awesome. Yeah, he was the only. Yeah, he was like.
But the only orangutan was Rocco. That was it.
Yeah.
What happened to the other orangutan?
I know, that's what I'm looking too. Although wondering as well, by the end of this, are they going to tie that movie to the 1968 movie? Because I don't know if you've ever seen the original 1968 Planet of the Apes movie.
I don't think I have.
I've actually watched it, and I'm actually rewatching it, and it's certainly interesting. Like in that one video I showed you, that was his sequel called Beneath the Planet of the Apes. Where at the end of that movie, what ends up happening is the entire Earth explodes, killing everything and everyone on it. It was an interesting movie. Yeah. But yeah, that scene. You remember that scene where the apes were hunting the humans? That was a reference to the 1968 movie where they had that happen.
Yeah.
Only this one was a lot more. It was a lot more intense than that other one. Yeah, that's another thing Joseph would have done is he probably would have criticized this song in some way.
Because Justin Bieber's in it.
Yeah.
Oh, he was questioning if you were gay or something. Because you're like, always tell him that you're going to fuck him in the ass and you smacked him and shit. He's like, I'm wondering if he was actually gay.
Dude, he's the one who took it though.
Yeah.
He allowed me to do
why
it.
didn't he tell you to stop? Or...
Yeah, it's like, if he really was like... Okay, I'm gonna tell you this right now. He told me a secret long ago about how he once fucked a guy. When he was in a foster home, because his mom put him and his sister in a foster home.
Yeah.
And then his roommate,
Yeah.
who was a black dude, that he fucked him in the ass.
Literally, or just like?
No, they
locally?
actually had sex. Because he wanted to know if he liked it or not, and he didn't.
Well, hey, did the guy penetrate him too?
I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me.
Why didn't he never say this to?
Because he didn't want anyone else to know. Because the only one he told that was to me. The only one who would know about that is Laura.
Right, I don't ever want him to hear like him call me or you gay ever again. Then.
Or for him to fucking complain about Claudia.
That's gay. That's gay. Like even if you're curious, like
yeah, like you know, like and plus I fucking despise how he was going on about Claudia not being a real woman when he fucked a guy himself.
Yeah.
He fucked a dude, you know.
Yeah,
Not to mention, didn't you notice how many times he kept trying to go in and kiss me?
Yeah, work today too. He tried to like be sus. I was sitting down and then he grabbed my this and he wanted to just rip it up.
See, like,
and he calls and he's suspicious that you're gay.
When you see, you know, maybe that's another reason why he's being so against this is because it makes him feel like he's weak because he recognizes that deep down he has those curiosities and maybe he might feel something like that himself.
Yeah.
And so he's trying to like turn away from that. I kind of figured out another reason why he tries to act so masculine. Because he's trying to like prove to himself that he's a man, even though what he does is a stereotype, you know? Like he's the furthest thing from a fucking man. Dude, he threw his damn phone right there and then went off on his mom about the phone thing, saying, "Oh, mom, you're not fucking listening. You're not listening to me." You know? Like, are you fucking
Wait, he was
kidding?
calling her, then he threw his phone?
No, he threw his phone, then we parked outside of a park, and then that's when he called her. Oh yeah, and he kept rushing us because he wanted to go get his phone. It had nothing to do with him having to go to work because the next day he had to go to work, and he didn't. He wasn't rushing me because of work. He was rushing me because he wanted to like get his phone thing because dude, I cannot tell you how many times he kept going over it and over.
I thought he threw your phone.
No, he threw his phone.
Because see, you don't let him use your phone, right?
Yeah, but that was after he threw his phone.
Oh,
like when we pulled over, and then he called, and then I gave him my phone so that he could call his mom, even though I already had his mom's number. Yeah. So he talked to her from there. And dude, yeah, he also the rest of our plans for the rest of that time was that we were gonna go to like this one place in the mountains of Bakersfield that we know of. We were gonna go there. We were gonna we were gonna go out a little bit more. We were gonna have a blast. And he was just like, no, he wanted to go home. He wanted to go home as soon as possible because he wanted to connect to Wi-Fi, saying like, what if my coach calls me? Like, why the fuck would his coach call him at this time on a weekend? Like, what would his coach have to say to him? Like, why? Like, I don't know why he was making his phone a big deal. Like, seriously.
He made it about himself. About the phone instead of enjoying his time with Juan.
Yeah, and even Juan, like, even Juan didn't like how much he kept going on and on, but because again, he kept saying it again and again and again and again and again. Like, he did not shut the fuck up about it. It's like, and he even told me, Juan even told me that even when I had sex with Laura, like, he still was not shutting up about it. He kept going on and on about the phone.
Yeah.
Like, geez, he was so annoying with it. Like, what the fuck? Like, he was really that upset over his phone.
Did Juan bring himself to let them have sex in his room?
Or in his
house?
Well, it was just like, I guess in the moment, he ended up taking himself out. Now he's just like, again, like what he said with the rest of it, he does regret ever letting them even in his house. So, yeah. But still, we don't ever have to worry about them ever again. I'll tell you that much.
We can talk about stuff that...
Yeah, we can talk
that they would be like, oh, what?
Yeah, or that they would...
Yeah, like,
or that they wouldn't
like
have...
the movies that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and stuff that they would not really know how to really discuss. I mean, all I think Joseph really goes on about in regards to superheroes is like Spider-Man, because he fucking loves Spider-Man. He goes on about Venom.
Don't you like the Hulk?
Huh?
Was it you that said that you like the Hulk?
No. I never said that. That was him.
It was you or some... I don't know who it was.
No. It was him. Because I never said anything like that. Yeah. But seriously though, yeah, he doesn't really seem like he knows about other superheroes. He only knows about like
Spider-Man.
Yeah, he only really pays attention to Spider-Man. You know, he doesn't pay attention to the others. You know, like Captain America, you know, Black Widow, Thor. Oh, you motherfucker! You motherfucker! Get the fear feck off!
Oh, it's just.
Yeah, what we ate really got in our stomachs. The fucking Laura, like, I can't believe Laura almost fucking threw up at my farts, but yet she handles Joseph's that stink worse than mine. Oh, God. Okay, no, I'm not going to say that either. You know, it's also little things I've been doing lately, like, I've noticed...
There's a shit ton of stories of, like, chimpanzees ripping people apart.
Exactly. Like, them brutally murdering people. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
and there's people, like, that still own them, and they don't learn.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how those motherfuckers can do it.
The most brutal stories that I've heard is Charlie Nash and what was that guy's name that brought a birthday cake with his wife, and then two other chimps were pissed that he didn't bring them a cake, and then they both got out of their cage and attacked them. Have you heard that story?
I think I have, yeah.
Yeah.
But still, bonobos though, you would be less likely to be attacked by them.
Even them, because like animals are unpredictable.
Yeah. Although with them, they have attacked humans before, but they've been mostly non-lethal. They haven't tried to kill people or rip their faces off the way you would see a chimpanzee.
Yeah, the most they would do is like bite your finger, like.
Yeah.
Probably break your hand or bite your finger.
Yeah.
But chimps, they want to rip you. They want to rip like what's most important for you: your face, your dick, your hands, your balls.
Oh yeah, that is terrible. When they try to rip your dick, when they try to go for that dick.
And then I see stupid comments like, "Nah, I can take a chimp."
No, like, you cannot, dude. You cannot. They have. Go ahead.
Yeah, because some guy literally said, some guy responded to us that you think a chimp gives a fuck if you hit them?
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're more agile than us. It's stronger than us.
Yeah, especially because they have biomechanical advantages over us, you know. Their limb proportions and the way they are, they can carry more than we can.
They're like 4 or 5 times stronger than us?
On average, yeah. You know, on average, they are 4 to 5 times stronger.
Yeah, I think orangutans are like 6... 10 times stronger or something like that.
Although bonobos, like, I think they're either as strong or stronger than us, but there have been like some statistics that claim that 9 out of 10 times we could beat a bonobo. Even though honestly, like you wouldn't really want to fuck with those kind of animals anyway.
Gorilla is just a
no, that's a death sentence.
That's a death war.
Yeah, that's a death sentence right there. Like trying to fight a fucking gorilla.
They're like 20 times stronger than us. Like what makes you think? Even like if there was 4 boxers and a gorilla, the gorilla would still rip them apart.
Exactly. Even if you get some of the world's strongest men out there, they would stand no chance against a fucking gorilla.
Because gorillas are like just muscle. I don't think they're gonna feel as much punches that you throw at it.
Exactly. Those freaking soy boys, they have different muscle fibers than we do. You know. Because they're built for explosive power, whereas we humans are built more for endurance.
When you see them, they look like slow and sluggish. But then when you see them like fight and like don't they run at like 35 miles per hour?
Yeah, but only at a short distance. You know, they're not built for endurance.
They'll probably get tired fast because of their.
Yeah, that's where we come in because we might not be that fast, but we can last longer. Way longer.
The gorilla doesn't need time to fuck you up.
Yeah, exactly.
I think with one hit they can kill you in the face.
You know, I actually saw a picture of a photographer that almost got punched in the face by a gorilla, but the reason the gorilla attacked him was because it was high.
Yeah.
It ate I think it ate like a fermented bamboo, and there was something else in the bamboo that just caused it to feel like it was high.
Yeah. Are you sure there's a restroom here?
It's a Starbucks. There's always a restroom. You kidding me? Here, I'll park right here. I'll reverse park it right here.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Asian chicks seem very humorous and like Just like my wife Zerra.
Hey. Don't you fucking go there on Zerra, man, because she mine and you know it. She and Claudia are mine.
You see that video? She was
I
like,
saw.
you know what? No, Giovanni likes doggy style.
Hey. Don't you fucking go there, man. Don't you fucking go there because I'm the one who's going to stick it in her ass and I'm going to hit her G-spot. I'm going to fucking come inside her asshole. Besides, I've done that plenty of times. I know. I'm experienced with that.
G-spot.
Yeah. Yeah, because dude, you already know how much I've fucking had sex with her. I'm pretty sure, you know, that's kind of what I realized now with them. The whole time that they were making jokes about her, they were laughing at me, not with me. You know, Joseph and Laura.
Yeah.
They were making fun of me the whole time to my face, and I was just blind because I thought I could trust them on it, and I couldn't. You know.
If they were like with it, they would probably be like, "Why are you like talking about that?" Or
Yeah, exactly.
they
You know.
laughed at you then.
Yeah, they were laughing at me, not with me. Not to mention, even Joseph questioned like if I wanted to go through with that whole thing with her or not. Like he was like, "Are you sure?" I told him, "Yeah." I let it know many times.
Bro, I dare you to say, "Hey, take that flag down."
What size was it again? Grande?
Grande.
Yeah, it was a grande, and I also had a water cup with it.
Yeah, watch
I dare you to say that.
it. 645.
How much?
645.
645.
Alright. You're 6. Just give him.
Okay, perfect. And you are?
Dare you to say, "Hey, take that fucking
Hold
flag
on.
down." Tell him, bro.
Breeze, though. Do you feel the breeze? Do
Yeah.
you feel the breeze?
I dare you to say that, bro. Huh?
No, you do something else.
What?
What you watch? When you're about to leave, you
Fart.
Can I go take right here, man?
Alright.
First time calling, just let me go to the main street, that's right,
Okay. Sure. Your change. Your coffee.
From 2024.
I got a better one. Thank you.
Oh,
Watch this.
what is it?
Hold on.
Is it Chipotle meat?
Look, we'll just go to the McDonald's. Hey, I know how to creep you out, and I'm gonna creep you out the same way I did to Juan. Oh, by the way, speaking of which, he says hi.
Yeah, he's telling me that he wants to.
Oh shit! Fuck! Shit!
Oh,
Damn it! Okay. Oh, at least it was just a tire. Just a fucking tire. Oh, lordy
what'd
lord.
you do if like you hit your car like on something?
Oh man, that'd have been bad. I'd have been screaming like, fuck! You know. Seriously, that would have been bad.
What were you saying before that happened?
What was I saying?
Oh, Juan said hi or
Yeah,
what?
he said hi to you. Yeah, he said hi to you.
Oh.
Like I said, don't worry. You'll meet him. July 27th, you'll meet him. Just don't forget the other stuff. Just let me know when it's done on Monday. Just text me when it's done. Oh, you motherfucker. This fucking dumbass, I swear. Does he not know what a fucking red light is? I swear to Lucas. Look at this dude. Look at this fucker. Pendejo. Now, let's keep going. Hey, listen. I'm gonna creep you out the same way I did to Juan. Listen.
I know what you're gonna say already. It's that Family Guy thing, huh?
She deserve a patty cause she one of the members. When it comes to double money, not a problem. Turn me to a
You talked to Juan about banana clips?
I'm gonna make you gag on this dick, boy. Yeah, I'll make you gag on it so you see what Claudia's gonna be in for.
Well, that's you, bro. That's your problem, bro.
That's what?
That's your problem, bro. It's all you have to deal with her dick.
Yep.
Seriously, are you gonna take it or what?
Don't put that out there, man. I don't want to think about that.
Just how Joseph was curious.
You know, it's also hypocritical that he says all that about her, considering he told me that he wanted to smash her.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Even though I told him recently, like, hey, didn't you want to smash Claudia? He's like, no. And I remember specifically when he said he would.
yeah, exactly. He said he would multiple times. Like, I don't know why he's denying it now when he's made it clear he wants it.
You say you hate Justin Bieber?
Yeah, but I feel like there are a few times where I'm like fine with his shit. Like even when he was first popping back in the late 2000s and early 2010s, I didn't like him back then. I still don't like him now. There are times where I'm like I'm fine with it. This one I'm fine with it. Why don't you show him your banana clips?
Oh,
Justin Bieber. Yeah, clips.
you know what I mean by that, right? Banana clips. You know?
I know you're talking about